no sería lo que es. Y por eso es que hemos querido que conozcan, aparte de los casi 21 invitados internacionales que tenemos este año en Comiccon. Entonces, ya casi van a tener la oportunidad de conocerlo.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for coming. It's been a pleasure. First time here. Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
Hola.
We got two pictures.
¿Cómo estás? Why is everyone so quiet?
We're stunned.
Así, si me permiten presentarles a esta selección de 8 invitados internacionales que hoy nos acompañan. Empezamos con Kim Patsu. Le sigue Darin Cosplay. El señor Diego Vargas. Mr. Kevin Sorbo. Mr. Lou Fariña. Grace Caroline Curry. El señor Javier Santaolalla. Y la dupla de Wednesday, George Pursea y Víctor Torobanto. Por favor, un fuerte aplauso para todos ellos que nos acompañan. Yo sé que ustedes quieren hacerles muchas preguntas, yo sé que quieren verlos, escucharlos y demás, pero primero le voy a pedir a nuestro compañero Oscar Romero que nos dé unas palabras, van a ser poquitas, se los prometo.
Mala promesa.
Hay muchas cosas que yo prometería en la vida y esa no es una de ellas. Pero bueno, a todos, de verdad, para los que no me conocen, mi nombre es Oscar Romero, soy el gerente general de The Roadtech, que es parte de la producción de Comiccon Costa Rica 2023 y estoy increíblemente feliz y orgulloso de todo el trabajo que un equipo de más de 100 personas directamente y más de 1200 personas están haciendo en este momento en el centro de convenciones. Ojalá que esta sea una de las muchísimas fechas que esperamos tener del Comiccon Costa Rica acá y que de aquí en adelante podamos seguir contando con gente de tanto nivel, con gente que además de eso viene alegre y feliz a Costa Rica. Nos tiene que hacer sentir muy orgullosos la imagen, lo que estamos proyectando y sobre todo que nos sintamos parte de un evento que trasciende fronteras, que nos sintamos parte de un evento que genera una derrama económica importante para muchos sectores y que es parte de la reactivación que tanto necesita un país como el nuestro. A los invitados, muchísimas gracias por estar aquí. Thank you very much. A todos ustedes, muchísimas gracias por estar aquí. Que Dios los bendiga y nos vemos en el transcurso de este mágico, increíblemente emocionante fin de semana que vamos a tener en el Comiccon Costa Rica 2023. Feliz día.
Muy bien, vamos a hacer esto bien ordenadito. Por favor, ustedes saben que ellos van para un paseo, entonces también tenemos que ser económicos con el tiempo. Vamos a empezar las preguntas, ¿verdad? Entonces, mis dos compañeros van a tener micrófono, vamos a ir levantando la mano, vamos a darle prioridad, perdón, a los medios que se tienen que retirar. Entonces, por favor, nos va levantando la mano y los compañeros nos van ayudando con eso. ¿Quién primero? Sí, ya va para allá, ya va para allá. Nada más me le dan campo allá a mi compañero, por favor.
Carolina Speja from Review 7 for Kevin shows like yours and many others from that time try to convey moral messages to their viewers. From personal point of view, what do you think you try to convey to the viewers through your character?
I've always said I got to give the writers credit for Hercules because they put a lot of moral values in it. They put a lot of great, I got letters from all over the world. I got to brag a little bit. By season 3, we became the most watched show in the world in 176 countries, so I got to get that out there. I know that's a sin of pride, but I'm not going to apologize. I really appreciated what they did. I don't know if they would do that in today's world, what they're putting in movies and TV today, but at the time, I think it was amazing. And we had 2 spin-offs with Xena, and we had another spin-off with Young Hercules by season 5. A lot of people don't remember that show. There was a young actor playing me as a teenager, and his name was Ryan Gosling. It was before he became a big hit. So, Ryan, if you're listening, you owe me something, man. I mean, I don't need to be the lead in a movie. Just give me a couple lines.
Para Fallas, para el podcast Historiando. All I have to say is welcome to Costa Rica to all you guys. Okay, this question is not for a guy from 40 years old. This is from a kid from the 10 and 12 years. The question goes, and with respect for all of you, goes to Lou Ferrigno and Mr. Kevin Sorbo. What is the legacy exactly of you guys when you started those shows, Incredible Hulk and Hercules, the journey, the legendary journeys? What is the exact legacy that you had or you visualized in that time, and now what is exactly that you can describe the exact legacy for people like us?
Well, it was funny that when I did the pilot for the Incredible Hulk, Captain America and Spider-Man failed at the TV series, I was training for the Miss Olympia competition because back then you didn't have Schwarzenegger, Kevin, or Sly because everybody thought bodybuilders were more like freakish. So when I began the series, when it hit the air, it became a huge hit. It was the first time on TV you get to see physique, especially my muscularity. That's why even now the Hulk is still the biggest iconic character in the world, and now we have all these A-list actors playing different characters because it's all about not just the acting, also the physicality too. That's why I'm very excited to be here because I've never been here before, especially when the Hulk came out. It was so popular and all over the world, every single country, South America. And the beauty about it, the fact that it continued forever, especially like Kevin had the series, but every episode when I did the show had a laser compelling message about life. And that's the beauty about the show, especially that all of us have a superhero inside of us. We make that connection. That keeps the legacy on all these years. That's why it's so powerful because, we want that connection. And I have to say that you people here are just fantastic. I'm so impressed by the hospitality and the warm welcome from you. Thank you so much.
So when Lose came out, I mean, you had all these, you had Wonder Woman, you had the $6 Million Man, you had other shows were going on. I think when my shows came out in the 90s, we started filming in 1993. It's a long time ago. You said you're 40, you said?
Yeah.
Thanks. You were 10 years old when I started filming, so that makes me feel really old. But it was by season 3, Hollywood tends to follow whatever is successful. And by season 3, not only did we spin off Xena, but all these other shows came out, like Tarzan and Robin Hood and Conan and Sinbad, those other shows copied, but that's how Hollywood does. So I think the legacy, was just really sort of get that thing rocking and rolling. I was honored to be living in New Zealand because they didn't ever have much of an industry down there at that time. And most of my crew went on to work on Lord of the Rings after we were done. And it was kind of cool to be part of that as well. And I don't know, it was an honor. But I tell you, I got to tell you something about this country. I'm glad I'm finally here. When I started filming my second series, Andromeda, up in Canada, in Vancouver, I remember a couple people on my set said, "You've got to go to Costa Rica." And I said, "Why?" And they said, "It's just unbelievable down there." And I'm a golfer, so I'm going to be golfing when I'm here, trust me. But they said, I've been hearing about it for over 20 years now. And finally to get down here is just so cool for me. And we're looking excited. We're heading to see a volcano today, I guess. And I'm going to stick around a few extra days to see some more of the country. So it is a blessing to be here. And as Lou said, I follow what he said. It's just been an amazing group of people we've met so far. So thank you for what you guys are doing. Thank you.
Tenemos otra por acá.
Mi pregunta es para Diego Vargas. Mi hermano, ¿todo bien? También, me imagino que también con Javier. La pregunta va por este lado. Hoy nos representas a todos los que estamos aquí. Estás sentado en el lugar que todos nos gustaría estar. ¿Cómo te sentís estando en este evento y compartiendo escenario hoy, esta noche, con el señor Javier? ¿Cuál sería un mensaje para los que lo estamos intentando, para los que queremos llegar en un momento a una posición como la que está llegando hoy?
Bueno, tenía muchas ganas de conocer Costa Rica. Gracias. Se siente muy loco. De hecho, ahora acabamos de tener un momento, Javi y yo, ¿puedo contarlo? Sí, nos volvimos a ver y estábamos los dos así y nos dijimos, qué loco. Y sí, yo siento muy loco porque también era el niño que veía, sí, me siento, intento no normalizarlo. Yo creo que es bueno no normalizar nada de las cosas buenas que le pasan a uno en la vida. Con Javi el proceso fue un poco más natural porque nos conocimos como amigos y luego pues terminamos haciendo cosas en partes del mundo y pues hoy podemos hacerlo aquí en Costa Rica. Yo diría que siempre disfrutar el proceso, o sea, disfrutar el proceso porque, no sé, yo podría no haber llegado aquí, pero la verdad es que siempre he sido muy feliz de hacer magia y compartir magia. Y lo que sí es cierto es que le recuerda a uno que Costa Rica es un país pequeño, pero que tenemos muchísimas cosas, o sea, la gente se muere por venir acá. Y hoy lo que tengo es como, yo me hice mago no por estar aquí, ¿verdad? O sea, yo me hice mago porque quería jugar y hacer a la gente feliz. Y hoy siento que va a ser un día muy especial porque, al igual que el amigo que dijo, esta no es la pregunta de 40, es la de 10, hoy el que se va a subir a hacer magia es el Diego de 10, ¿verdad? O sea, entonces la verdad es que siento que tal vez va a ser de los shows más especiales de mi vida, aunque he podido hacerle magia antes a gente de Hollywood y tal. O sea, lo de hoy es el niño jugando. Entonces, bueno, eso diría yo. Javi, no sé qué puede aportar por allá.
Hola. Ahí está, bueno. No, súper feliz de estar aquí en Costa Rica una vez más y muy feliz de compartir con el escenario con Diego haciendo la apertura de Comiccon. Y bueno, dirá que es un científico aquí, ¿no? Debería estar en el laboratorio trabajando. Ajá, that's true.
Particle physicist.
I'm a physicist.
He's a particle physicist. You know that?
What do you want me to do with that?
No. Everything started.
Okay, that's great.
Stay away from the radiation. You might get some gamma.
Gamma radiation, that's right. No, pues muy feliz de estar aquí, espero que lo pasemos muy bien todos y un poquito aprendamos de ciencia, eso sí.
mañana. I can do it this way. Right. This is a tough one because I would like to ask a question to every single one. I mean, I was supposed to interview in 2019 at Comiccon and you canceled. I was there, but you know, we'll talk later. Kevin, I mean, I saw the spin-off on okay, I saw the spin-off on, well, you had, not a spin-off. Actually, I saw you in Hawaii Five-0, and I saw your credits on different movies, also here as a security guard. But, great. Shazam. Okay, actually I just saw it 3 weeks ago. The second one, Fury of the Gods. That's an awesome movie. I think it's even better than the first one. Bringing that cast together and keeping it together for almost 5 years to make the second one. How has it been? And what are you planning to bring down here for Comic-Con?
Oh gosh, 5 years. 5 years, yeah, because that first one was quite a while ago, and the kids, because I played the human form and the superhero form, so when I'm with the kids, on the first one they were so tiny, and when we did reshoots, they had to get me an apple box because they were all growing so much. All of a sudden I was looking up at them. I'm not growing anymore, this is it. So when I'm super, I get a little bit of heels to be as tall as all the tall adults. But no, we have a group chat that is very active, sometimes too active, and has stayed active over the 5 years. So birthday parties, Jovan, I'm going to something for him next week. And it's been really beautiful to see everybody grow. Zachary Levi, who's kind of our leader, he would have us at his house for barbecues while we were shooting almost every day. It was like, okay, is everybody going to Zach's? Everybody's going to Zach's. But I'm really happy to be here. I'm really excited to hear that you enjoyed the movie and you liked it more than the first one. That's nice. I'm happy to hear that. You liked the first one though, too. Yeah? Okay, good.
Simon from Pearl Hazard. This question is for Victor and George. Are you involved in a future horror project, series, or movies?
Sorry?
Are you involved in another project from series or movies?
You're asking if we are planning to do other movies or series?
Or other movies or series?
Especially me, because I want to play with my whole body this time.
Yeah, and we will wait also for the second season on Wednesday. Yes, think for Wednesday, and we have some separate project. I'm an actor, so I have some project in Romania, and now I moved like in LA for a while, and I'll have some project there. But I can't wait for the second season, Wednesday.
Wait, let me interrupt. I just want to say one thing. I want to thank Jack and Manu for putting on this event. These guys are great. Let's give them a big, big hand.
Hi, this is Jose from Geek Tuleando. Lou, Kevin, it's a pleasure. Take a look at you guys, all the work that you have done. Diego, felicidades. Vi de tus primeros shows. Mae, muchísimas felicidades, todo lo que has logrado y lo que viene por delante. Javier, muchas gracias por traer la ciencia fácil a las demás personas. La pregunta es, ¿qué fue ese detonador que estando un día en el laboratorio dijo, tengo que llevar la ciencia a palabras sencillas para que todo el mundo la entienda?
Bueno, muchas gracias por la pregunta. Pues lo cierto es que, wow, mucho lo que decía Diego, de recordar a los jovencitos que de 17 años que no sabía bien qué quería hacer, recordar lo perdido que están los jóvenes de 17 años y que, bueno, pues que dentro de la ciencia hay muchísimas cosas que descubrir, que aprender Y bueno, participé en un descubrimiento que fue el del bosón de Higgs, que dio el premio Nobel a Peter Higgs. Y poder estar en la cima de la ciencia y poder mirar atrás y decir, wow, eso lo puede conseguir cualquier chico, cualquier chica que se pueda estudiar, pues creo que era un mensaje muy importante que quería dar. Así que, bueno, yo era muy feliz en los laboratorios, por suerte no me dio radiación gamma y me convertí en superhéroe, pero ahora soy feliz haciendo divulgación porque soy consciente de la cantidad de cosas que puedo transmitir a la gente joven que aspira con algún día a ser científico.
Como papá y
sí.
como persona normal se te agradece todos sus cortos.
Es una normal, sí. Bueno, muchas gracias. Buenísimo.
Hi, my name is Nana, and this question is for Wednesday's Boys.
Wednesday Boys. That's the name for the new series.
Sounds good.
What's
I would watch it.
what's the much harder thing in the recorder of Wednesday?
The hardest thing? The hardest thing?
The hardest thing.
A challenge that you may have.
A challenge.
No, for me it was like the first time when I meet the director with Tim Burton. I was like, all my body shaking, you know. It was the first time I think every actor wants to work with Tim Burton. I don't know, you know, it's big, man. And I was shaking, and I just drink like 5 coffees and 10 cigarettes, you know, before meeting him for the second casting, you know. And that was the hardest thing, because all the team was after that. When we start filming, I saw that all the people from the cast and from the team, they were great, and I'm happy because I found there another Romanian thing.
For me, of course, it was the hardest part was making you smile using just my hand. Finding ways to talk with just the hand, without using too many sign languages because it was too hard. Finding ways to express emotions with just the hand, with no eyes, no mouth, no nothing. So that was the hardest part, and then it came like the positions I was in on set. They had to put me into walls, into holes, put me upside down, into caskets, everything. I was just a bag of trash, throwing it around. Yeah, that was the hardest part for me. So everything was a hard part for me. But nobody cared about me. He had to do it. I was just resting there.
You're so cool.
Thank
I
you.
love you.
Appreciate it. Me too.
You're doing amazing, man.
Yes.
Sí, entonces, ¿quién sigue?
It's a last question. We are not in news right now, so it's the last question. You guys are doing the push-up.
Bueno, espera, noticias 36, algo muy ritmo, es para ver la experiencia que tuvo, ¿verdad? Interpretando Hulk, y a la vez que muy pocas personas saben que él fue entrenador en las últimas giras de Michael Jackson. ¿Cómo fue la experiencia?
Okay, it's for Lou, because everyone knows you as the Incredible Hulk, but not a lot of people know that you participated in Michael Jackson tour as a trainer.
Yes, I trained Michael for 20 years on and off. We kept it quiet. But what's funny about Michael, I admire his passion for music. He admired my passion for fitness. We became good friends because Michael can't go to a regular gym. He can't drive a car because if he gets to an accident, it become like. So basically, we were very close because we had similar fathers. I got the chance to know him because it's amazing what he's taken, the talent he has, and the way he conveys to the audience. But it's unfortunately that he passed on because at the age of 50, I understand that he was in debt for like $430 million, and he had to make a comeback. But I was happy to be part of that, especially spending time with him because I've learned so much from him, especially that, few people in our society had that kind of stature like he did. And he was a wonderful, genuine human being.
Buenos días, Eric Corrales, teletica.com. Mi pregunta va para Diego,
bueno, ¿qué es lo que más te ha gustado de Costa Rica? No, Diego, mira, a veces se dice que la magia y la ciencia no compaginan, no son acordes, ¿verdad? Y van a presentar un show, vos y Javier, esta noche, magia y ciencia, ¿verdad? Me imagino que es todo un reto, lo han preparado bastante. ¿Qué es lo que puede esperar la gente de algo tan drástico, ¿verdad? Como unir estos dos elementos.
Bueno, hay una frase que dice que cualquier tecnología lo suficientemente avanzada es indistinguible de la magia, ¿verdad? Yo me acuerdo la primera vez, yo soy de Puriscal, me acuerdo la primera vez que vi un Wii y yo dije, esto es brujería, ¿sí? Esto puede suceder. Y creo que eso tiene la tecnología, se siente muy como magia. Lo que tiene hoy muy especial, y creo que este Comiccon va a tener muy especial, a diferencia de muchos Comiccons, es que en los Comiccon siempre hay superhéroes, y los superhéroes vuelan en la pantalla y hacen cosas en la pantalla, pero hoy la magia va a suceder en el escenario, alguien va a volar en el escenario, vamos a ir al futuro y ese tipo de cosas. ¿Ah? No, no sé qué va a pasar, no, porque... No, pero van a pasar cosas que normalmente pasarían solo en una pantalla. Entonces creo que el principal reto es que la magia no pierda importancia y que la ciencia no pierda importancia, diría yo. Pero la verdad que sí, y la otra cosa que tiene el show muy bonita es que la magia no solo la hago yo, también la hace Javier Santoanaya, el científico, hace magia en el show, así que bueno, si él quiere decir algo de su
debut como mago, Javier.
Oye, ya debutó en México, pero lo que puede esperar la gente hoy es algo único en el mundo, o sea, yo no estoy enterado en ningún show. I don't know, Victor, if you're aware of any magic show combined with quantum mechanics in the world.
No.
Right?
I can guarantee there's no other.
Entonces creo que va a ser bastante...
I looked it up.
Porque no se saben que Victor también es mago. Entonces bueno. We will have two magicians in here. Yes.
Good morning, Jeff from Jeff. Just a quick question for all the fans who might be watching this afterwards, who want to give you a present. Okay, this is across the board for all of you. If you guys have to pick a present or a souvenir from Costa Rica for you to take back home, what would you like to get? And Lou, thank you so much for shaking my hand. You made a dream come true.
I would like a chess set. A custom chess set. Do they play chess in Costa Rica? Do they make beautiful, good-sized chess sets?
More than once.
Because I'm a big chess player. I like to have it for my man cave. I get to play chess. I enjoy it because it's a great game to play. Do you play chess?
No.
No.
Yeah, golf course would be great. Cass, is that it? That's what I want. Is that a fruit? That's what I want. Because he told me. See? I will, I'll try that, definitely. Fruit I love. Vegetables, you guys can keep them.
By the way, he's a great golfer. I can't hit a golf ball.
Definitely, I would love to have gallo pinto every morning. I'm so
Honestly, any kind of snacks. I love to try the food whenever I travel to a different country. So anything that you guys have that would be Costa Rican, I would love to try as a present.
I already stole some cacao fruits from the tree from the hotel.
And plantain, yes, I love plantain. And also because I drink like 6 coffees a day. I heard that here is the best coffee in the world. Oh, and yes, I'll take and I will buy for sure some coffee from here. Like, do you have like big bags, like special? Yeah, I have in the plane, so I can carry like 23 kilos. So thank you very much, and I can't wait to visit your country today. We'll go to the volcano, and yesterday we've been like to shopping, and I'm very happy because I'm here. This is my first time when I'm in Costa Rica, and first time with the Comiccon. Really, it's exciting for me, and thank you very much.
Look, thank you. Welcome to Costa Rica. Thank you. I am crazy for you. This is the second time in Costa Rica because, ¿qué? 15 años, 10 años. 2 years ago, you the first time here, I guess.
No, the first time here.
Is
Yeah.
it the first time?
I've been to South America, like Argentina, Colombia, Bogota, but first time Costa Rica.
Yeah, okay. I guess you're very happy this time in Costa Rica.
I'm a
what should you say at the fanatics for you? Tomorrow is in Comiccon, maybe I'll be taking pictures with you tomorrow. What you the big message? Fanatics.
My big message
Don't
is
forget
that
I am big fanatic.
oh, thank you. My message is that because of all these celebrities here with me, we're able to come here and connect with the fans. Because when I was a child, I had to overcome a very diversity myself with the hearing and the speech, everything. I would give anything to have a Comic-Con to attend, just to shake a celebrity hand, because that's why I mentioned before, everybody has that superhero connection, and it's wonderful because they have a Q&A, you take pictures, you get a chance to talk to the celebrities, especially when we came here, all of us, to be in Costa Rica, because it's hard for everybody to travel to find us around the world. So at least we're all here now to enjoy, and the most important thing I have to say is the fact I immediately feel the wonderful hospitality and the people. I love you all, I think it's fantastic, because that makes the Comic-Con, you people coming, the fans here coming to the show.
You are a good impact on the different persons in Costa Rica. Everybody is crazy for you for the good impact for you TV show. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it because I like to put a smile on people's faces, knowing that the fact that they can walk away knowing they had a sense of happiness. That's important because life is very short. You only live once, and you have to enjoy it every day. Especially, you can't live without people. You need good people in your life. That's important.
Hi, my name is Luis Ramirez. I'm from avilarena.com. My question is from Mr. Sorbo and Mr. Carreño. What does that characters means to you? Because you are the face, you are the Hulk, you are the Hercules that people remember always. What do you mean these characters in your life, and how do you deal with them? And the most important question is, who's gonna win the fight between the Hulk and Hercules?
Well, he played Hercules too way before me in the movie, so. But without Hercules, I wouldn't have everything that followed. I mean, I was 7 years in New Zealand. This shoot's going to just be 5 2-hour movies. I got to work with the great Anthony Quinn, who played Zeus. I had a whole year working with this guy that's, Lawrence of Arabia, Guns of Navarone, Zorba the Greek, all these amazing movies. And get to know him, become a very good friend up until he passed away. But to be on that show, and carrying an Andromeda, and since then I've shot over 80 movies. I got 3 movies coming out this year. I just finished shooting a movie up in North Carolina. And, without Hercules, I wouldn't have the success that has been coming to me since then. So I'm obviously very blessed and very honored and very humbled that I got that break, because it's not an easy business. I mean, it deals with rejection constantly, and it's kind of what it is, and you got to be able to put up with it. And my mantra with my manager and agent, because I drove them crazy when I heard about castings that I was right for, and they'd say, well, I got 100 other clients, and I said, I don't care about them, they think they care about me. For me, let me have the opportunity to be rejected. That's the way I looked at it. Let me at least get in the door, and because we are our own product, we're selling ourselves, is what we're doing. And it's hard to take the rejection the way it is, but that's life. I mean, I think the biggest disappointment to me was to book Lois and Clark the lead role, and then 24 hours later they canceled me and booked Dean Cain. That's what meant instead of me. But 3 months later I got Hercules. So I give Dean a hard time. I say, your show went 3 years got canceled. Mine went 7 years and became the most watched show in the world, so I can live with it.
Dean's a good friend, by the way. So I can't all the time.
Mi nombre es Ángela, soy de revista Yo. La mía es para Tari Mikimpatsu. ¿Cuál ha sido la mayor adversidad que han afrontado ustedes al hacer un proyecto?
¿Puedes repetir la pregunta, por favor?
So,
What is the biggest challenge you have faced with
sometimes when people create like game characters, the limitations that are in reality are not in that game. So things float, things kind of fly. So it's kind of taking what is fantasy and then being able to turn it into reality. That is kind of the biggest challenge. Is translating those kinds of things and making them work and function in real life, and trying to plan that out. But I absolutely love doing it, and I wouldn't ever, the bigger the challenge, the more fun it is normally.
So I can say that the biggest challenge for me was not regarding creating something, but it was about having faith in myself. Because at first, because being Tarin cosplay, because being someone for others, for having a community, it was very hard for me trying to get out of my comfort zone, trying to portray a character, and I was like, can I do this? How can I portray this character? Especially when it's a character that it's really important to me. It's like you have a kind of scare, and you ask yourself, can you do this? Can you give justice to this character? Then I tried. I tried to give more, to surpass my limit, to go beyond the reason, go beyond that reason of the scare of portraying a character. And I did my best, and it was a success. Everyone was happy about that, and then I decided, to create, to shape my character, myself, and that is what is starting cosplay nowadays. It's somebody that try to convince others to give more, to always have faith in themselves, because sometimes we just give ourselves some limits that does not exist. They just exist in our head. That's what I wanted to give to people nowadays. So that was my biggest challenge for me.
Excuse me. I'm here. Sorry. Yeah. I'm Hilmer Alonso from Lesus Radio. This is not a question exactly, but I want to refer all of you that I can tell you is I'm so very proud of all of you. I'm very proud of all of you. All your work are incredible. You make all your work to be the most spectacular series, cosplay, movies. All your work is very special for all of us. From me especially. I know that I only am audience person for children reality because I'm 18 years old. But one of my dreams are to be one of you, to make the most spectacular movies, series, to make all of you be proud of Costa Rican people in the all of the art world, because you demonstrate all of us that work can be do, impossible things can be possible. And I only want to make for you, Miss Shazam, to be in the set with you and say Shazam with all my voice, or making the Wednesday with the Wednesday people to make the hand. Or with you, Kevin, to make I'm Conan. I'm very proud of all of you, and I know it is a little difficult, but I only can do my best to be the same with you. Sorry if I talk with too much. Thank you.
We love you.
Hi, this is Loriana from The Review, and this is a question for all of you. What advice would you give to aspiring artists, actors, and cosplayers who are trying to break into the entertainment industry? Thank you.
So something that I've always, because I've been doing cosplay now for like 11 years, and it's not always fun or easy. The thing I say is never start doing something with the idea of it being a job. Rather do it because you love it, and that's what's going to get you through. And if you continue to do something that you love, and that is your absolute passion, and that is part of your life, then even on those hard days, and when things are not always as positive and easy as they should be, that's what's going to get you through. And people can see when you genuinely love something, it shows through your work. So just do what you love, and continue to put everything into something that you love, and then that is going to come back to you, and kind of people will see that and recognize you for that, if that makes sense.
Well, cosplay nowadays is my job. Thanks to cosplay, I got a chance to work with companies, video game companies, series companies, and I feel very grateful about this. I feel honored and like a privilege. And nowadays, well, I just try my best to keep staying productive, give something to people, to my community every day, every single day, and try every day to shape the best version of me and learn something new. Because life is a path that's will be always a new surprise. You just have to try to discover it. And cosplay is my path, together with other little things, and I will just keep going through this path with all my strength.
Bueno, estoy muy de acuerdo con lo que dijo ella, pero me tocará como tico, diría que intentar hacer las cosas lo mejor que se pueda, no en estándares de Costa Rica. Yo creo que eso es una cosa que, o sea, la gente de todo el mundo le gusta trabajar con gente que quiere hacer las cosas como lo hacen la gente de todo el mundo, y aunque uno tiene limitantes, digamos, o sea, preguntarse desde mi capacidad como joven de Puriscal, qué es lo más que puedo hacer para que las cosas, para hacer las cosas lo mejor posible, no en estándares de Costa Rica, sino mundiales, y hacer todo lo posible para eso, porque así es como pues, la gente como Javi quiere trabajar con uno, ¿verdad? Entonces eso, yo diría eso, si artistas, preguntarse cómo están haciendo las cosas a nivel mundial, no a nivel Costa Rica, y hacer lo posible para hasta donde uno pueda para eso.
Y en el fútbol también.
Total agreement. Do it because you love it. It's as simple as that. You're not always going to have success or big success in whatever avenue, whatever road you go down, but do it because you love it. And it's just as simple as that.
You know what all this is about? The great question. It's all about passion. I speak all over the world. In life, you have to have a passion. If you love your passion, it makes you unstoppable, because the worst thing anybody can do is compete with other people. But especially when you have cosplayers, you have so many different characters you can create. It's the passion, because if you love that character, if you love something that you're passionate about, that makes you rich. Everything else is secondary. And especially that when you connect with people, especially the cosplayers, because I think it's great because, because years ago, you have what you call a comic book convention. Now it's becoming a pop culture where it integrates, you have cosplayers, you have celebrities, you have games, everything. But the important thing that I keep stressing on is the passion. Passion is so important, because I don't care if a passion has to do with a shoe, or maybe has to do with a musical instrument. If you love that passion, because you take someone like myself, I used to read comic books all the time when I was a kid, to escape the pain. Then I discovered the bodybuilding magazine, muscle magazine. I was so into power and strength. But people condone me for it. They say, why are you working out? Why are you lifting weights? I mean, what are you talking about barbells and dumbbells? But I just love it, the passion. And it got me where I am today. That's why every one of you have a passion and embrace it, because that to me is the big beauty of life.
Oh, yes, loving what you do, but also sometimes, I know for me, I had times where I forgot that I loved acting because it was so discouraging. I've been acting since I was 5. So there were definitely times that it wasn't going well. So I would say you have to be really protective of your dream, and you have to guard it, and when you're not loving it anymore, it's like you have to get to know it all over again. I think we talk about the start of falling in love with a dream, but what happens when you've had it for so long and nothing happens? Don't let go of it. You've got to hold on to it, because there's something special that you, of all people, really want to do that thing. You could want to do so many other things. There's so many things in the world, but wanting to do that one thing, you've got to guard that, and you've also got to have really tough skin sometimes. But it's worth it if you stick it out. So I would say, stick it out as long as you can, and when you're not loving it anymore, try to find how to love it again, because I'm sure there was a reason you loved it in the first place.
Bueno, yo soy científico, no soy artista. Sorry. Pero la ley de Newton, está la ley de Newton, la primera ley de Newton, la segunda ley de Newton, la tercera ley de Newton, seguro se la saben. En la segunda ley de Newton, fuerza igual a masa por aceleración, pues si quieren acelerar en la vida, pues ahí hay que dar mucha fuerza, mucho trabajo, mucho sacrificio.
Myself, I don't want to talk in cliches because I know that everybody has dreams, everybody's chasing them. In my experience, for example, I didn't have the luck that the other guys had. I was nobody, I was trying to be a magician, I was trying to be an actor, nobody would recognize me. But I had a mentality of taking each and every failure as a win. So every time I fell down, I got up again and I tried. Every time it felt like nobody sees me. And I didn't sign up for Wednesday. I didn't sign up for this acting role. They just found me when they came in Romania, by accident. So what I recommend is take every failure as a win, and take every failure as a footprint to the road of success. So that's all I can say.
Yeah, for me it's a little bit funny because in 1997 I dreamed to be an actor in one day. A few years later, in 2004, life wants to be a waiter. Okay, after that a bartender. In 2008 I dreamed to be an actor, and life said no, be a sailor man. And I said okay, it's okay. And after that in 2012 I started acting at my university. And from 2012 till now, thanks God, I work and I'm happy. I'm happy and I work because I love what I do every day. I like to write a lot. It's not a single day for me to not writing. Doesn't matter how many. Just few words you have to write. You have to work every day. And thanks God for this.
Chicos, un aplauso para todos, por favor. Antes de despedirlos, porque ellos ya se tienen que retirar, nada más le voy a dar la palabra un momentito a Oscar.
Bueno, les voy a pedir a todos que ya ellos se van a retirar, pero que permanezcan sentados, por favor, porque les vamos a dar un pequeño regalito, una pequeña muestra de cariño, mientras ellos se retiran. Thank you very much, guys. Por favor, nada más.